Some 20 years ago, exactly, Chief MKO Abiola was murdered by the military. He was murdered and betrayed by people he trusted. But as young people, it was incumbent on us to stand by him and make sure that he was given a befitting burial right here in this compound. We made sure that no military head of state or representative of any international organization or countries was allowed here, but the critical mass of people who had fought for him since he was incarcerated unjustly by the military. It's 20 years later, and we are here to celebrate June 12 in a grand style. We are not just celebrating June 12, but we are taking the idea of June 12 to a new level. We are taking our country back forever and ever. We are taking our country back from the charlatans who killed Abiola. We are taking it back from the people who stood against Abiola when he was alive, but now wants to use Abiola's name to get undeserved votes in 2019. You know that they will lose, right? As they say, they will lose the word we hear it. Let me tell you a brief history of President Muhammadu Buhari and his betrayal of Abiola. After the June 12 election was annulled, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo called a meeting to his farm. And they called them, I think it's the Good Governance Group. Invited all the former head of states to come there to fight for the revalidation of the June 12 election. Buhari only attended that meeting once, never came back. Next time we heard from Buhari, he became the head of the PTF. That is the Petroleum Trust Fund set up by their dictator, Abacha, while Abiola was in jail. Buhari did not ask to see Abiola. Buhari did not reject that position on the ground of conscience. Buhari also did not attend Abiola's burial, because if he was here, I would know. I was the one who conducted the burial. So, why would Buhari then, some 20 years later, care about Abiola? Buhari doesn't care about anybody but himself. Buhari doesn't care about anybody but people from his village, Daura. Abiola's children are all over the world, well educated. Has any one of them ever been appointed by Buhari to lead any position? No. I don't know. Maybe some of them are doing business on the ground with him. I don't know that. When Abiola was being buried, he had to fight his children because they wanted the military to come and do the burial. I said never. From that day, I told them Abiola has had some crop of new kids, children, that are very principled. In fact, I remember that I almost exchanged blows with one of them outside of here. BBC, CNN, all of them were watching. The former president of South Africa, then president, was at the airport. He couldn't make it here. A Lagos State governor, Buba Marwa, wanted to enter this place in his uniform. We drove him back. Yes. I can keep mentioning names and names of people who betrayed Abiola. We were then in charge, and today we have been vindicated. Yes. That everything we stood for with regarding justice in this country is the right thing to do. They are the ones who are coming late to the game. But right now, we have gone past that level. We are waiting for our swearing in into the office of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as president. You know, when we declared that we will make June 12, our new democracy, they stole the idea. Then I woke up and saw that they are stealing the idea. I said that I will pay Abiola for 8 years, his salary. And they said it's not good. By the evening of that day, the Nigerian Senate said they want to swear in Abiola as the president of Nigeria. Copy. They are always copying ideas. By today, the National Electoral Commission, Humphrey Nwosu, is saying that he wants to release the results of the June 12 election. I'm telling them that they don't have to waste their time. We already know the results. Yes. We know the winner and we know the loser. Sadly, the loser is still alive and the winner is gone. But the real winners of that particular election, that era, are the people who are standing with us today. The Nigerian people won, and the fact that everything they tried to bury June 12 did not work until they admitted that June 12 is authentic and legitimate is the reason you should all clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Yes. So, we are here not because of ourselves alone. There's a series of activities. I decided to address you because there was clamor for it. I'm not the only person that is going to come here today. There are some presidential aspirants who are supposed to be here. There are dignitaries who are supposed to be here. I heard that there are about 4 governors who have been expected here. Please, if any governor show up, do not stand up from your seat for any governor. Yes. You don't. All of us inside Abiola's house, we are all equal before the law. Don't let any governor intimidate you, especially all the Boju governors who never fought for Abiola. The question you should ask them, where were you when Abiola was going through what he went through? The same thing we should also ask of the other presidential aspirants who were of our age. Ask them, where were you during June 12? If they tell you that they are in secondary school, I know of St. Finbar's College students, they participated in the June 12 struggle. I know of Igbobi College students, secondary school students, they all participated with us in those days. So nobody should tell you that it was somewhere that his mother sent him somewhere to go and buy Guguru. That's why he couldn't participate during the June 12 era. And that's the legitimate question to ask of the people who say they want to lead Nigeria in the next dispensation. What have they done for Nigeria? That's what I will leave you with. We'll be back together. Throughout the day we are here. This is our house. It's our father's house. Yes. Our father in democracy. Hero of democracy. And we don't have any apologies. Please do not destroy anything. Don't have any conflict with anybody. Today is our day. Have the best, put on your best behavior. Just as you can see, I put on my best clothes today. I normally don't dress like this.